Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. While we are waiting for everyone to join us, I would like to ask you first if you could write down in the chat box the country where you are living. We would like to know a little bit more about you. So it will be great if you can tell us where are you from. I'm going to present myself very fast. I'm Mariceli Blanc. I'm international recruitment from NEOMA, and I'm in charge of the region of Africa and Middle East. And today we are very happy to be with Anne-Sophie Courtier. She's our head of MSCs and associate director of Master in Management. Hello, Anne-Sophie.
Hello, everybody. It's a real pleasure to meet you today, and I hope you will be really interested in how to get a double degree with NEOMA Business School, and we will here to answer your questions for sure. Thank you, Mariceli.
Thank you, Anne-Sophie. So first of all, I want to let you know we have a short presentation, but please feel free to ask your questions all along the presentation at any time. You have the chat box, but you have also the possibility to raise your hand. So when you see the participant, there is a little blue hand that you can click on it and you can ask your questions out loud. We also, Anne-Sophie, we got plenty of questions beforehand. So I think many of them, we are going to answer them during the presentation. But to the participants, please, if I forget any of these questions, do not hesitate to let us know. So we will start with a presentation of the school, even if I believe most of you know already NEOMA, who we are. But NEOMA, it's interesting to know that we were born in 2013 from the fusion of two very important schools in France, Rouen Business School and Reims Management School. So Rouen Business School is one of the oldest business schools in France, and we have over 145 years of history. There are some key figures that we are very proud about. The first one will be our triple accreditation. We have Ipps, AACSB, and AMBA. And you should know that only 1% of schools worldwide have this triple accreditation. So it's a warranty for you as a student to know which type of programs you will get, the quality of the professors we have, all the international part of the school. We are based in 3 campuses. We have Rouen, Reims, and Paris. We have 160 professors, but we also have 1,200 professional lecturers, what is quite interesting, very, in fact. Our network of alumni is one of the biggest in France. We count over 60,000 of alumni, and this network is very important tomorrow when you are looking for a new job, for example, for internship opportunities. We are creating a family here, as most of our students say when they join NEOMA, is really join the family, and we can see that even if they finish a program, they still feel connected to the school. Every year we have around 9,500 students, and 25% of them are international students from around 100 different nationalities. And the last point will be all our international academic partners. As you know, many schools, for example, have the strategy to create a campus abroad. NEOMA is more focused in these international academic partners, because we believe if you want to really learn about a country and really to integrate in the community, you need to be in small groups, not a whole class. If 60 persons are going all to the same country, probably all the 60 of them will stick together. So we prefer with our international partners to have plenty, so we can send them always in small groups. And yeah. Sophie, look, we have people from Mexico today, from India, from Ivory Coast. I'm very happy, from Japan as well. Thank you for joining us from all over the world.
Yeah, it's nice. Welcome. One point we could add about key figures is also the number of international professors, because as you said, 160 professors are in the faculty, the permanent faculty, and nearly 70% of them are international professors. So they are coming from all over the world, and they can be really they pay attention to international students, and they have a very good way to work in a multicultural environment. So
you are right. That's an important fact that we should talk about. Thank you, Anne-Sophie. So the next slide, I think I will give, well, as you know, our expertise, we propose programs from bachelor degree up to PhD. So this is where Anne-Sophie is going to explain us a little bit more in detail how to get a double degree while you're studying abroad. And we are going to focus mostly in our Master in Management and our Master of Science. This is the focus of today's webinar. So, Anne-Sophie, if you want to start to explain all possibilities, and maybe the most important thing that we should know, what's the advantage of having a double degree today?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mariceli. What are the advantages of doing an international double degree? First of all, this is in international recognition of your diploma. As you said, Marie, we are triple accredited, so this is a guarantee for you to get a very, very well recognized diploma. The second advantage is the double expertise. Double expertise because probably you already have a background. I don't know your background for the moment, but it can be in business, in engineering, in literacy, in philosophy, I don't know, everywhere, every different type of backgrounds. But if you come and join us for a double degree, this is an incredible way to get a double expertise, and this is well recognized by companies, and they are looking for double expertise. And the third one is a first step in a new country for you. For example, if you are coming from another country, arriving in France is incredible because you will have to be mixed with French students and students coming from all over the world. This is a way to learn more about others and learn more about yourself in a multicultural country, to discover a language, but not at all. Not only a language, also the environment, the culture, to do tourism and to discover French food and French weather sometimes. It's not the same. And I know that, for example, for Indian people, the food is really, really not spicy, not too much spicy. So this is sometimes difficult to discover this type of little details, but you can learn a lot on yourself and others. And the last point, last advantage is that, as I said, companies are looking for double expertise and expertise from different countries. So yeah, do it, join us, because it's only advantages.
I think that it's very important all what you say, Anne-Sophie, because I think companies today, they do not ask only about one degree. They want you to be young, to have working experience, to have, we are living in a world of globalization, so we need to know from different countries as well. Even if you are staying in if you are willing to go back to your own country, you are bringing this expertise from outside, what is going to be really a great advantage in your CV.
Yeah, for sure. So, as you said, Marie, we have decided to focus more on master level and master programs. So, two different parts. The first part is for people who already have a 3 years bachelor degree. If you have a 3 years bachelor degree in business, in engineering, it doesn't matter. What is possible for you? Okay, so what is possible is to join us for the Master in Management. Master in Management is our most important program at NEOMA Business School. And as you can see on your screen, we have the Master Year 1 and then the Master Year 2. So this is a program you can do in 2 years, but you can also do your Master Year 1 in 2 years. So at the end, it will last 3 years. And there is no more tuition fees for this additional year in the middle, okay? This is just an incredible opportunity to get an international exchange with a partner, to have different professional experiences in France or abroad. So it can be very interesting. It's not compulsory. You can choose on blue on your screen. You could choose the year 1 just in 1 year or in 2 years, okay? And also in this Master in Management, at the beginning of the year 1, you can choose an excellence track. You can show it on your screen. We have 2 different excellence tracks. One of them is very famous at NEOMA because this is the Cfa Excellence Track. The Cfa is the most important certification in international financial analysis. So we have a 2 years program. And this is a way to get this certification. I will explain it more a bit later, but this is a way to get the CFA level 1 during the Master 1 and the CFA level 2 during your Master Year 2 in a Master of Science, okay? So please note that at NEOMA Business School, we are accredited by the CFA Institute. Only 5 business schools in France are accredited by the CFA Institute. And the head of this track, Excellence Track, is the pedagogical director for all the CFA in the world, okay? So this can be chosen by some of you who could be interested in. And another excellence track is the Risk and Financial Technology with GARP. This is another way to get a very important certification in finance. This is the certification FRM, Financial Risk Management, with our partner GARP, the Global Association of Risk Professionals, who could provide our students some scholarships, for example, some jobs, some internships, and so on. So this is, again, another way to get a very important certification in finance. It's not exactly the same as CFA, which can allow you to work as a trader, for example, at the broker. The FRM is more on financial risk management, so we can, we can have different profiles and different backgrounds, not only business and finance background, for sure. So the Master Year 1, you have some academic experiences in France, abroad. You have professional experiences, and then this is the time to join our Master Year 2. And the Master Year 2 in orange on your screen, you have 2 possibilities. You can join one of our international partner, or you can choose one of our Master of Science. So, for example, if you choose one of our Master of Science, as you can see, you choose it. The Master of Science is instead of your M2, Master 2, and we have 3 different categories: marketing, business and management, and also finance. And you can see on your screen, if you choose the expertise track CFA or the expertise track GARP, the end of this track is in a specific Master of Science each time, okay? And for other Master of Science, we can have very different things. And in each of the three categories, we have one Master of Science more generalist. For those of you who don't know, don't have a very precise idea of the future or professional project. For example, in marketing, this is a Master of Science International Marketing and Brand Management, which is a more generalist. And you can also have something very specific like wine and gastronomy, if you like champagne, if you like 3 stars restaurants, if you want to taste a lot of things, this is your MSc. And also luxury marketing in Paris or things like that. In finance, the more generalist is corporate finance, for sure, because it prepares you to get competencies in finance, more corporate finance than financial markets. But you can also choose something in finance, investment, wealth management, financial market technologies, or AAA, accounting, auditing, and advisory. And the last category, business and management, we have one more generalist, which is global management, and also some specific things in project management, in entrepreneurship, supply chain, and also cultural and creative industries for those who would like to work in creative industries, theater, concerts, expositions, and museums, and so on. So a lot of different things, but this is a double degree for you because you get the Master in Management, MIM, Master in Management Diploma, plus the Master of Science Diploma. So double competencies, yeah.
And Sophie, if I may add something, because there is a question that we always get every time when we are contacted by some students that would like to join the school, is about the language of the programs. So as we know, this first year, if we do the general track in management, it is available in English 100%, or
yeah.
we can do it also in a bilingual track. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
But the second year is gonna be 100% in English.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the MSc programs are full English, but you're right. During the first year of the Master in Management, you could choose the English track or the French track if you want to wait, if you want to improve your level in French, for example, or if you, for many reasons, you can choose. It depends on your English score when you register.
Yeah, because I saw since we have some participants today from Côte d'Ivoire, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
Our students coming from French-speaking countries, sometimes they prefer to start in French.
It's possible.
Sure. It will be possible. The only thing will be the expertise track. These both tracks, they are 100% in English.
Yeah.
From year one. That's
from year one.
Keep in mind. Okay.
English. Yeah.
Thank you, Anne-Sophie.
So this was the first possibility for those who have a 3 years bachelor degree. And the second possibility is to get the MIM, Master in Management, plus a double degree with an international partner. That means that for your Master 2, your last year at NEOMA, you won't be at NEOMA Business School. You will join one of our partners in the world, and you can see the countries. They are listed on your screen, and we have very famous partners in these countries. If you want to get a double degree with another country, another partner, some of them are more focused on specific areas. So when you have to choose, we explain you all the differences, especially for areas, disciplines, and also countries and culture and so on. Okay?
And at what point they are going to choose if they want to do an MSc or if they want to go to an international partner? At what point of the program they choose that?
You have to choose in the middle of the master year 1. Okay. So if you choose a master year 1 in 1 year, it means that next January, February, you will have to choose. If you choose a master year 1 in 2 years, it will be in January or February 2022.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. So now for those who have a 4 years bachelor degree, when you have this bachelor degree, you can join us only for the last part, and it means one of our Master of Science, and some of them are proposed in double degree. For example, the Master of Science in Finance, Investment and Wealth Management. I already talked about it because this is the end of the expertise track for CFA. This is possible to join. You don't join the Master in Management, you join directly the Master of Science, and this is a 2-year Master of Science. You start in January for the first semester, and you can present the certification CFA level 1, and then you continue in the Master of Science for a second semester and a third semester, January, June, and you get the certification CFA level 2. The originality of this Master of Science is the possibility, the option to do the third semester in double degree in San Diego, United States of America. So this is an option, it's not compulsory. This is proposed to our students. And in that case, you can join San Diego University for the preparation of the certification. And then you can apply for the OPT. So it can be very interesting for those of you who would like to stay in US, for example, at the end of the studies. Okay. I don't know if we have some questions, especially on this track, Marie.
Well, actually, one question that comes very often, it's about the CFA itself. What is the importance that we have to have the certificate? Maybe one point that we can discuss, saying already, because you say already that it's a very recognized international certificate, but something that may be also interesting for our students to know is the passing rates at our school.
Oh yeah,
because it's a very, very difficult exam to pass. So those that are motivated to do it, they have to invest also personal time. It's not only go to classes and you will get it. You need to invest a lot of personal time. So maybe, Anne-Sophie, you can tell us a little bit about these passing rates in the CFA.
Yeah, because we are very proud to say that for passing rates for CFA level 1 and CFA level 2, we have 20 points more than the passing rates in the world. So this is really, really interesting. For example, when the passing rate for in all over the world for the level 1 is 52%, we have 72%.
That's great, really.
So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. But this MSc or this expertise track has a selection before.
Yes.
And there is a lot of work.
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. I will explain maybe later when we come to how to apply to the program. I will say the little difference that we have for this specific track, because we have to be sure that the students are really motivated to invest personal time also in the preparation of this certificate.
Sure.
Just one thing, because I am following a little bit the questions that a lot of people are asking. Someone is asking if there is possible to do l'alternance in M2 for the Master in Management.
For the Master in Management, alternance, yes. For the M2, this is possible, but the portfolio of Master of Science won't be opened. It will be specific specializations in French, and it means to speak to have a very good level in French. I don't know if you are French or not, or French native, but you need a very good level in French because all the contracts are signed in France, in Paris, most of the time, and they expect a very high level in French for sure.
Yes, if I remember well, we have only 3 specializations in when you do it in as our apprenticeship. It's only 3 possible
exactly.
specializations.
Yeah, supply chain, marketing, and finance. Yeah.
Thank you. And then we have John Steven that asks, can I get admission for the Master in Management if I would like to start in 2021, as I'm actually completing my Master 1 in Management and Information System? So you want to answer that question?
No, yeah. you can.
Because I just want to make sure, I don't know where he come from, because since I'm in charge of the African market, I know a lot of them that are doing Master 1. At the end, they only have une attestation de réussite and not a diploma. And there is where we have to do the big difference at the moment of the recruitment is, do you have a diploma at the end of the Master 1 or not? If you do, you are able to go directly to the Master of Science. Sure. As you are explaining, for example, the Master of Science in Finance or all the other we named before. But unfortunately, if your Master 1 is only a certificate of succeed and you don't have a diploma, we don't do transfer of credits for the Master in Management. So you will, Jan, you will need to start from the first year. But Jan, my colleague, Katie, that is answering the question, she will write down the email address of the recruitment team. The best will be to send your CV to admissions@NEOMA bs.fr and to say where are you from, and one of us will come back to you and tell you if you are eligible for one or the other program. Please do not hesitate to send us the CV to our email address. I think we can continue with the next MSc.
Sure. Sophie. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Another double diploma, double degree at NEOMA Business School is the International Master in Luxury Management. We call it IMLUX. And IMLUX is 8 years, we used to, it's been created in 8 years, yeah, for sure. And this is a double degree with Politecnico di Milano in Italy. That means you have the first semester at NEOMA Business School on RIMS campus. The focus of this semester is more about understanding value creation foundation, and you also have a study tour in Paris to discover the luxury environment and to work with some specific brands and companies. Our partner for the France part is Tétinger, Champagne Tétinger, very famous brand, and you will discover the caves, and you will have a lot of visits for challenge Coty and challenge with Tétinger and a lot of things. The second semester of this Master of Science is in Italy, Politecnico di Milano, MIP, with a focus creating and delivering value and more focus on supply chain management about luxury goods and luxury services. And the partner for this semester is Prada. So you work with this company, and you will also have some challenges. Challenges is like a huge business case you work on with the group of your batch of students, and there is a lot of things expected by the company and the assignments. Okay, so this is another Master of Science in double diploma.
And what is very interesting, Anne-Sophie, is that it's one of our best ranked programs today, worldwide.
Sure. And a lot of success, for sure. Yeah, okay. So how to apply to these programs? So,
well, I may take over if it's my expertise, actually. So it's quite easy to apply. You need to apply through our platform. So as you can see, it is apply. You can see the website from apply. If you put on Google apply NEOMA, you will find it directly. So the first thing you need to do is you will start to create a profile with your email address. So you will need to put some information as your name, your country of residency, and date of birth. And once you have created, you will receive an email to validate the creation of your profile in our platform. And there is where you are going to choose the program you would like to apply for. So you will say you are a student, you would like to do a master degree, and for example, if you are a Bac+3, as you say, we are going to go through the Master in Management, if I'm willing to have a double degree. So we are going to ask you for all your academic transcripts during your bachelor degree. We need your diploma. If you are still doing the last year of your bachelor degree, you can apply, of course. We just need a certificate of school attendance. We ask also your CV, 2 recommendation letters. So as you know, we are aware of the difficult time we are going through currently with the COVID-19. So sometimes it's quite difficult for you to get all recommendation letters in time. Also because to apply for Master in Management, the deadline is the 30th of June. So do not hesitate to ask the referees to send us directly the letter. So like this, it doesn't have to be signed, because sometimes they don't have the possibility to print it, to sign it, scan it. So they can send us directly by email to the admissions email address that Katie just wrote before in the chat box. We need an English score, and there again we have done some changes during the COVID, because of course, even if we ask always for a TOEFL, TOEIC, or IELTS, during the confinement, most of the dates were canceled. So we are proposing also an online test for free. It will take you around 30 minutes to do it. It's quite easy. It's you have 4 parts. So you have the oral and written comprehension, but you have also the expression in oral and written way. And then you have, I will say, 5 to 6 motivation questions. Please take your time, because professors are really reading what you are writing down. What is your motivation to come to our school? And if your file is complete, usually you have to pay between 80 to 100 euros for the application fees. Today, to all our participants, we are going to give a code to waive the application fees. So Katie will be writing it in the chat box. It's webinars 2020. So at the end of your application, you can use this code and you don't have to pay the 100 euros application fees. Once you have done, so depending in which country you are living, one of the recruiters in charge will have a look into your file, and we will put you through the video presentation or the Skype interview. It depends on the program. So the MIM program is a Skype interview. If you are applying directly for the MSCs, it's video presentation. This video presentation is through a platform called Easy Recruit. So you have, depending on the program, around 5 questions, sometimes in the written form, sometimes it's the head of the program that asks the question. And you don't have the time really to stop and to think about it. The idea is to have like an interview, so you will need to record yourself immediately answering to that question. And usually 1 to 2 weeks later, we have the feedback from the head of the program who is looking at your interview and to know if you are admitted. I hope so, that you are admitted in our program. There is a small difference, as we say before, with the expertise track of CFA. So actually, as Anne-Sophie told us just before, usually you choose during the first year. So you have the time to think about which specialization you want to take. But the CFA starts from the first year. So we need to know at the recruitment, because you will have around 1 month. So now it's later in the application. So probably at the moment it's only 3 weeks of preparation, because we give you access to a platform with some literature and some exercises, and you will have a small test to see if you are really prepared to join this track of the CFA. It's not to scare you. I think you can agree with me and Sophie, we don't want to scare our students. It's in the interest of our students. We want to see how engaged they are into this program, if they are really willing to spend time and to prepare. So Maria, the head of the CFA, will see as well if the person logged in and really did some exercises to see this motivation. So it's not only the result, the end result of the exam, is really the preparation that we want to see, this motivation to engage with the program. So this is the main difference. And we also help you probably because some MSCs are based in one campus and some MSCs are based in another one. So to give an example, supply chain is based in Rouen. So the best will be if you do already your first year in Rouen, if you know that in the second year you want to do supply chain. It will make it, in terms of logistics, much easier for you. Of course, if during the first year you change your mind, you are always allowed, and you could change campus if needed. But it will just make it easier because once you have been admitted and you pay the down payment, that is 1,500 euros for the Master in Management and 2,500 euros for the MSc. You get all the papers to proceed with your visa in your own country, but we are going to give also your information to one service in our school that will help you to find accommodation. So it will be easier for you if you don't have to move and find a new accommodation during the first year. Maybe the last point I want to talk, because it was one of the questions that we got beforehand, it's about scholarships. So this year we propose some merit-based scholarships. So it will depend on your academic transcripts, but also on the performance in the interview. So we take both values and we see if you are eligible to this excellence scholarship. For the Master in Management, we offer this year scholarships up to 2,500 euros. And for the MSc, they could even go up to 4,000 euros. And we have really to tell you, this is help not from the government, it is from us, it's NEOMA that put a budget for our international students. So this scholarship is only for international students, students joining. And Anne-Sophie, I would like to use the opportunity, if you can explain us a little bit at this point regarding the COVID and all the measures we have taken into account. What happened if students cannot come in October, because we don't know what's going to happen with the air traffic. Are the borders going to open as they are expecting? So can you please give us a little bit of the details what you are planning to do?
Yes, for sure. The COVID context Yeah, is really exceptional, and we have to work very hard to well prepare everything for the new intake. So all the programs, MEM and Master of Science, will start in October. For those who can join us, for sure, it's a question of visas, it's a question of
join you on September.
Flights and anything else. For students who won't be able to join us for external reasons, we will propose the first semester in an online format. It's additional format. This is an additional format for only the first semester. And we also propose for the Master in Management and also for some Master of Science, a January intake, just to allow students to take time to join us, because we know that for you, the opportunity to join us is really important, and what you want is not so much that online, to stay at home and to attend courses through your screen. What is important is to live the experience and the cultural experience in France. And also, if you are able to join us, for example, for the MLux program, this is a possibility to take part to the visits of companies and to challenges, and to have the speakers, the guest speakers, and for master's class, and so on. So yes, we are doing our best to open a lot of things for January intake and to welcome you in January, and also in October if you can join us. But the online format will be proposed also for those of you who don't have any possibility or other possibilities. So yeah, we have a lot of different offers. So I hope you will find something especially for you.
So I'm resume what you just said, because I can see that Jan didn't manage to follow everything. So we have we postponed some intakes to October for some programs.
Yeah.
Other programs, we also offer online courses.
Yeah.
And some other, we have a January intake. These are the three big points that we are offering.
The three big points.
Yeah,
sure.
And maybe something that it's important, because you name it, is about the visa. And I would like to reassure our students that we are in contact continuously with Campus France. Campus France, I think in some countries, started to give already some appointments. They are planning to open, it depends of course on the country, but in June they are starting to open again. So they are doing everything what's on their hands to be able to do the interviews and to help you to get a visa. So we are working hand in hand with Campus France. You may contact directly the Campus France of your country to be sure at what point. They're also doing some online interviews because of the COVID. And one question that many students ask about the visa as well is what happened with the APS visa afterwards. There is an influence if they take, for example, online courses and they only arrive in January.
Yeah.
And I can confirm that Campus France told as well, there is no influence on that.
Yeah.
If they come in January, then they will have, to have the APS, you need to have a master degree and a student visa, and this is what you are going to have to join us. So there's still the possibility to stay in France during 1 year to find a job after your master's studies.
Yeah, exactly.
And Sophie, one question that a lot of students ask, can they work during their studies? We know that from the legally part, yes, they have 20 hours per week, but what do you think? Is it really possible, the program? How is the courses? At what time they start in the morning? At what time they finish in the evening?
Yeah. For sure. It depends on your own capacity of work. Because you will have a lot of work during the academic period. So the schedule is not every day the same, for sure, because sometimes you can have some available slots in the week, but it can change, and you also have a lot of personal work and group work. So you need to keep time to well organize your group work, for example. But every year we have some students who can apply to get a job, and maybe why not during the weekend or Saturday. Some of them choose to work in the beginning of the night, in the evening, and sometimes yeah, it can be possible, but stay focused on your studies.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really important. Stay focused on your studies, because yeah, you need to adapt to the country, to adapt yourself to the culture, to all the different elements like food, yeah, culture. For example, what is really surprising for international students is that shops are not opened all day long. They are all closed on Sunday. So you need to be well organized for yeah, for everything you need to buy, because stores are closed on Sunday, for example. So you need to adapt and to take time to be really comfortable in the country. So yeah, it's possible to work, but focus on your studies. I can't say something else, for sure.
Well, and Sophie, we have one participant today, Ari. He raised his hand a while ago. Maybe, Eddie, if you want to activate your microphone and you are brave enough to ask your question out loud, it could be the right moment.
Hey Marshali, hey Sophie, this is Adi from India.
Okay.
Hi, Eddie.
So
Hi.
I have been admitted to Masters in Management this fall.
Okay.
So I have got 3 questions regarding this particular program. So my first question is regarding the international exchange. So as I have gone through the brochure, I've got to know that you can particularly do this. You can do this course particularly for 3 years or 2 years. So if I take the gap year, is it possible that I can go for my international exchange in my first year, second semester, and can do 2 6-month internships on the gap year?
Okay. I'm not sure. For the gap, you are interested in the expertise track in finance, financial risk management. Am I right? Yeah, with GAP. Okay.
No, I was talking about gap year. The gap year concept, long cycle, 3-year long cycle.
Year. Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't well understood. Sorry.
Okay. So that is my first question, and my second question is, in particularly in MIM course, there is this thing called, you can learn 2 foreign languages as a part of your MIM course. So does French comes under the part of this curriculum, this particular curriculum?
Mm-hmm.
And my third question is regarding the CFA track. As I am from a technical background, I have done my engineering 4-year bachelor course, and I'm going for my I wanted to change my career path. So with respect to that, I've chosen this program. So my basic question is, I'm very much interested in doing CFA. So is it possible that me coming from a technical background can do the CFA track, the expertise track?
I think I can help with the questions of Eddie and Sophie. Regarding the CFA, Eddie, you say already you are admitted already. So
Yes.
if that's the case, you need, I suppose you were in contact with Shekar. My recommendation is to contact Shekar very fast, because as we explained, if you are interested in the CFA, you need to do an extra exam. Even if you are coming from a non-business background, I don't know exactly which technical background you have, but if it's a technical background, usually you have some quantitatives courses during your bachelor degree, and that will make you eligible also for some finance programs. So if that's the expertise track you would like to follow, do not miss some time and really contact directly Shekhar, that we can follow up into your admission. It's very important. Concerning the gap year, and Sophie, could you go to the first slide where we have all the tables for the mean?
Yeah.
Because I suppose that is the brochure Ari got. And as you see, if you are doing it in the 2 years, you are able to do in the second semester of the first year the internship, if you wish so, if you are willing to do the gap year. So you can believe into the information you got in the brochure. It's actually in the middle in blue what you have. So you will do 4 semesters. This is why you could do already in the second semester of the first year the internship or an academic exchange.
Yeah.
Also do your studies in NEOMA and do 2 semesters then of international exchange or internship in the second year. So you will be contacted by the Department of PGO, I suppose, and Sophie, it's right,
Yeah.
in the first semester they are contacted
Sure.
by the department. So this will answer maybe your first question about the gap year. And then you ask about the language. We offer courses, French courses. There is a small extra fee to be paid, but you can take French lessons if you want during your time at NEOMA. Does that answer all your questions, Adi?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Marceli and Sophie, for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Adi. So I think we can go to the last program you would like to present, that it's a little bit different, the way of to apply. This is why we leave it at the very end.
Yes, for sure. This is a Master of Science in Global Management, and the option to do it in a double degree with the IPBS Consortium. So the IPBS is an association of different business schools in the world, and we have signed double degrees with DCU and ESB. And this is possible to start the Master of Science Global Management at NEOMA Business School for the first semester, and then to go for the second semester in ESB or DCU. It's only one. It's not possible to combine the 2 partners, okay? As you can see on your screen, the focus is not exactly the same in each partner. So it's a way to have and to get a double expertise, and especially focused on data analytics and consulting in Germany, or digital transformation and innovation in Ireland. So this is not an obligation. It's not compulsory to do it in double degree. You can do the Master of Science Global Management entirely fully at NEOMA Business School, but it's also possible to do it for the last semester with one of our 2 partners. Okay.
So, yes, to the recruitment for this program, I want to make very clear, if you are interested in the double degree, it's not the same way to apply as for the single degree. There are 2 different ways. So my colleague Katie, that it's answering your questions, already put in the chat box the address, the internet address to apply for the double degree. Because for the double degree, both schools are looking for your transcripts and diplomas. So Reutlingen or DCU, they have to have access to your documents. This is why you need to upload the required documents directly in the IPBS MGM platform. If let's say if you succeed in the application, congratulations, very good. But it's a little bit more difficult because the requirements are a little bit higher in terms of English score and also the GPA. In the case that we will say you are not admitted in one of these both schools, you still can apply at NEOMA, and we can still have a look at your profile to see if you are eligible for the single degree. So even if you are willing to apply to the double degree through the IPBS platform, do not hesitate to contact us recruiters, because we are willing also to help you to have a look. We are in contact. Marina, who is the head of the global management program, she's really very open every time and helping us to check the profiles in advance, and she's in contact directly with the IPBS network. So do not hesitate to let us know that you are willing to apply to the double degree, so we can follow up also your application on that platform. So you need, as for our platform, academic transcripts, diploma or certificate of school attendance that you are in your currently doing your last year, CV, recommendation letters, English score. For the English score, I forgot to tell you, if you are actually in a English-speaking program in your current country, doing your bachelor degree already in English, or a master degree that you did already in English, you are able to have a certificate from your school, and we will waive this requirement from your application. And then we need, on the top of that, a letter of motivation for the MGM application. Well, I don't know if there is any question. I can't see any in the chat box. I can see either no one with that has their hand, raised the hand. Maybe to give 5 minutes to the people to think if they have a last question before we finish our webinar today. And Sophie, maybe there is a very important point that we get plenty of questions during the recruitment is about the CGE, the RNCP, and Grad Master. Where are we today with our programs?
So it depends on the type of programs. What is sure is that the school, NEOMA Business School, is triple accredited. So this is the first best guarantee for you for your studies. And then some Master of Science have the CGE certification, so from the Conférence des Grandes Écoles in France. Some of them are also accredited by the Labor Ministry, so this is called RNCP. And we are waiting for an answer from the Ministry for the Grad Master. And we are really, really confident, and yeah, we expect a lot from the ministry in a few days.
So we cross fingers that very soon we will have very good news for our students.
Yeah, for sure. As we have a lot of different researchers from the permanent faculty who are involved in our programs, and so it will be really, really impactful for our programs.
I think we are looking all forward to get that answer very soon.
Yeah, sure.
We're with you. I can see that Adi had a last question. He's asking, is international exchange applicable for all 300 institutions that were listed in NEOMA's academic partner directory?
For all
300. So he wants to know if, you know, we say that we have over 300 partners. Can he choose from any of these partners?
No. No. We have 300 partners for all the school, okay, for all the business school, and around 220 for the MIM program, okay? So it's a large part of, yeah. And I just want to mention a difference between an exchange partner and a double degree partner. It's not the same, because when you decide to join an international partner for an exchange period during your M1. It's just to go abroad in the partner university, to attend courses and to come back to France with your credits gained abroad, okay? This is not a double degree. It's just an exchange. And in that case, you have a large portfolio, 220 approximately, okay? And you have to make some choices, choice 1, 2, and 3, and you are ranked regarding your grades. So you need to work very high and to have the highest grades to have your first choice for your exchange. During the M2, Master 2, you have the possibility to join our international partner, not for an exchange, but for a double degree. So the list is shorter for sure. And we mentioned it in this presentation. The list is shorter because this is more difficult to sign double degrees, and we sign more and more double degrees every year. But yeah, it's not the same involvement for both parties. Okay, so yeah, it's not exactly the same, but if you join for the MIM, the international exchange is always proposed and possible for sure.
I think it was very accurate that you did this difference today, Anne-Sophie, because it's very important to know it. So yeah. I think we are arriving soon to the end. If we should summarize today's webinar, we could say that if you are willing to do a double degree, you have the way through the Master in Management with an MSc. So you get the degree, their diploma of Master in Management and the diploma of Master of Science in your specialization. You could do it with a Master in Management from NEOMA and a Master in Management from an international partner in one of the countries that we have all around the world, from South America to Asia. And we have the opportunity also through an MSc directly to get a double degree, like the International Luxury Management, our MSc in Finance, and our Global Management.
Yeah.
I'm missing one point, or this?
No, it's perfect. Very good summarize. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
so
perfect.
If to all participants, if today we miss one of your questions or we didn't cover one of your questions, please do not hesitate to send us an email. On the screen, you can see my email address for all students in Africa and Middle East. But if you are in another country, please do not hesitate to write to admissions directly, and the email will arrive directly to the recruiter of your region. So thank you very much for joining us today. It has been a pleasure for me, and I suppose for you as well, Anne-Sophie. Thank you to be here today.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to welcome everybody and to discuss. So yeah, I hope we will see you on campuses in October or in January.
Exactly.
Who knows? Yeah,
we hope so. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.